Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for September 16th, 17th, and 18th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, this is the introduction. If you're a first-time viewer, this is the introduction. I have this on all of the videos, but after watching the introduction at least one time, I hope you'll just then go down to the description where you can bypass the intro and go straight to whatever the reading is you want to go to. Now, a lot of people cross-watch by doing the same thing. Anyway, because this is the weekend reading, when I get there, I will be using my Radley Valentine Angel cards, my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. I have pulled in my Doreen and Grant Virtue, the Abundance of Angels, or the Angels Abundance, no, the Abundance of Angels, and I will pull one from my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Now, for this main reading, the introduction, I am going to use my Waite Rider Traditional Tarot and my Colette Baron Reed the Good Tarot. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest, okay? Okay. Anyway, I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself when I'm doing that praying and meditating to higher power, Source, God, Holy Spirit. That's who I call my connection. And I open myself, and whatever the words are that need to come out, they need to come out. Okay, and it's best when I really try not to understand that. That's when I start digging a little bit of a hole, and what did they say when you're digging a hole? Stop digging. Okay, anyway, or when you find yourself in a hole, stop digging. Anyway, so let's go back here now. I am going to go through some of what's going on in the planets per se. Not a whole lot, except we have those 6 planets retrograde. We are feeling that pressure, a lot of that pressure. We have the 2 planets, which is, what is it? It's Venus, which is in Virgo. That's going direct, and Mars in Gemini is going direct also. Now, on the 16th, we have the Sun in Virgo, which is opposing Neptune, which is retrograde in Pisces. They're both at 24 degrees, so they really have a very strong opposition. So think of it as just think of it as 2 sides of a baton in many, many ways. Now, the interesting thing about this, and I kind of see the baton on fire a little bit, and people twirling it and throwing it. Anyway, my mind just went down there. Anyway, with Neptune opposing the Sun, Virgo opposing, this part of Pisces also, it's an interesting energy. There's going to be a lot of vulnerability. There's going to be a lot of sensitivity. There's going to be a lot of caring energy here. However, there is going to also be too much trusting, but at the same time finding things out that maybe we did not want to hear. Again, going back to that Saturn and Aquarius, delusionment. This is one of those times that if the deal seems too good to be true, hey, wait on it. Wait on it, okay? I really, there's some things going on also with Venus, which is in Virgo, Venus, the goddess of love, relationships, in Virgo, which is very, very practical energy. So if there's somebody you want to impress on the romantic side, maybe, do something to impress them as opposed to using your words. So, something to impress me, come and clean my garage. Not too romantic, but very, very practical. But there's other things. So there's other things with Venus, Venus in Virgo, and I think it's going to be also opposing Mars in Gemini. So that in itself, kind of overlaying all of this, there could be some very interesting and very erratic things going on with relationships, erratic things going on with how we are even feeling. Now again, Neptune and Pisces, what I was telling you about with the Sun, that in itself can be very very healing, very loving, very caring, but it can also make us feel very, very insecure. So it's an emotional weekend. It could go either way. It's not necessarily and I know we have Mercury in Libra. It's not necessarily a great time to do contracts. Okay. Again, there's something about, trusting the other person's word But if you have to, make sure you get a lawyer, okay, or whoever it is that you have look over your contracts. I don't do legal advice with this. Anyway, so it just seems like it's going to be an interesting weekend. It's not going to be it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be a bad weekend. It's just going to be a very intensely emotional weekend, and it can go up or down. I told you that there was something with Venus and Mars, but Venus is doing other things with Uranus. Not in a bad place at all, but Uranus is always expect the unexpected. It's just one of those times that it's just going to feel very anticipatory, very like I said, the expect the unexpected. People are going to be a little more volatile. We're not quite sure good, bad. There's going to be very loving people. There's also going to be people that want to take advantage of the situation. So the other part about it is we are coming closer and closer to, if you're in the northern hemisphere, the autumn equinox. The southern, it would be your spring equinox. But there's also a lot of very spiritual events that are also happening. And this is also a really intense time when the veil between the physical and the metaphysical world gets very, very thin. So we're really entering that time right now. So interesting times as always. Let's see what we've got going here. Let's see. Some people, that veil, I see people crossing the veil, crossing both ways. We'll see. 1, 2, and 3. 3 cards face down. Remember, court cards have dual energies. The pages have, the underlying energy for page is Earth, that is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, money, job, career. The Knight is the fire energies, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, passionate, burning, determined. The Queen has water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, fluid, emotional, and just very spiritual. And then the King underlying energy is air, and that is Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Very thought-provoking, making plans, thinking things through. Doesn't always mean that they're right, but they do think it through. Okay, let's see what we have here. Anything reversed has stronger energies. First card is... Okay, here we are. Now, we have, this is rods or wands. This is the fire energy. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Very passionate, burning, very determined. This is the 9 of rods, the 9 of wands, the 9 of fire. 9 has a number, and numbers are very important. They can be used for dark energy, but we're using them for the lighter energy. We're basically claiming them for our positive energy. So 9 has a wrap up. It's you've got everything you've done everything you needed to do. Now all you have to do is just pull it together. Just pull it together. With this, the 9 of rods, the 9 of wands, again, everything has been completed. It has been very completed. However, he's gone through a little bit to make sure that he's finished what it is. So there is a little bit of a hardship. There is a little bit of a really working all those hours, just working to get something done. But now that he has gotten it done, he has to stand and protect what it is that he's done. Okay? And he's not necessarily going to back down. He's not going to necessarily give in either. This is taking a stand, and it's very much taking it is protecting your energies. It's also protecting what you've owned. Okay? So here we go. Next card is, now we have that old Hierophant, Major Arcana card. So 5 is about change, positive, negative change. The Hierophant has a very legalistic type of energy to it. At least that's how I look at it. Some readers will say, oh, it's you getting to your higher self. I look at it as more legalistic. These are the rules, whether they make sense or not, whether they are really God-given or not. These are the rules. So the rules are the rules are the rules. Now, it's very, and there is the supporters. Those are the people that will enforce or will make sure that the rules are taken care of. So the Hierophant to me represents the business part of, getting down to business with the spiritual or the legalistic type of energies around. Now, when I see the Hierophant, it kind of reminds me that I am somebody that will say, okay, I acknowledge you. I'm not necessarily acknowledging you. I know you exist, but I think I'm going to go over there. Now, so the Hierophant has an energy that's, again, it's very controlling, and if the rules are the rules are the rules. So it's interesting. Let's see what this next card is for this one. But again, the Hierophant, and with these, I don't know, what does this mean? This has a real strong connection. Let's see what the next one is. The Page of Cups. So interesting with this, though, we have the Page. Page, like I said, underlying energy is our earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. The cup energy is our water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The page is very eager to start. The page is very eager to jump in. A lot of times when we have pages of cups, knights of cups, it has something to do with budding romances, budding relationships. I'm kind of getting this very quizzical energy here. I'm getting this, and again, pages will do whatever needs to be done. They're in many ways, even though they're very young, they are fearless in many ways too. But I'm kind of like getting with this Page of Cups, and so what are we going to do now? Where are we going to go? What is it that we need to do? What is it that we need to know? So there's something here about holding fast. I don't know if this is because this is joined, or if there is a separation between this Hierophant. And the Page of Cups is kind of also like, so what are you going to do? I feel like the Page of Cups is giving personal responsibility to whoever is in this situation or whatever is in the situation. Remember, this is universal energies. And I feel like the Page of Cups are saying, so what are you going to do? Where, so there's always a choice. So there is always a choice. We may not like the outcome of the choices, or we may like the outcome of the choices, but I feel like it's just a very quizzical energy. So, many times we always see that little fish, but today I'm like, so what, or it's almost like, and what am I going to do? What am I going to do with you? What am I going to do with you? So let's see. Let's go on and see what else we might have for the weekend's energies. Let's see. From our Colette Baron. So Holy Spirit, God, Source, Higher Power. What does this all mean? What does this all mean? Again, I do get, the Nine of Rods is always stand strong. Stand strong, and it's also defend your work, defend who you are, defend what you've accomplished, and don't back down. Don't back down. So, and I feel like, this is the guy that I'm always a little bit, and you know this, if you've been following me, I'm like, Hierophant. It's all rules and regulations, and many times rules and regulations that just don't make sense. And there we go. Card is falling out. Okay. This is actually quite a nice card. Excuse me. Here we go. Now I shrink. Anyway, this is the Seven of Earth. Okay. The 7 is a divine number. It is, divine overreach, umbrella type of energy. It is also divine intervention. It can also be divine interference. But it's like intervention, but yet you didn't really want it as much. So that's what interference is about. But again, this is the earth energy, Capricorn and Virgo and Taurus, and all of them have very strong influences this weekend here. The 7 of Earth is like whatever this is going on, you are ready. You're ready to either make that decision. You're ready to stand firm. You're ready to not back down. You're ready with whatever even this legalistic energy is about. Maybe you're going in front of, and again, no legal advice here. Maybe you're going in front of a, I don't know, a court of some sort, and, you have to present your facts. The thing about the Seven of Earth is you're ready, but you also have everything you need to be ready. Now, the Seven of Earth, kind of this is like you've planted your harvest. The weather's great. Just get ready because you're going to harvest your harvest soon, okay? But again, sometimes the Seven of Earth does mean there's a little bit of a delay, but just be patient. Be patient, especially with any of the emotional energies, because I feel like this is just this Neptune and all this Venus stuff, and it just feels like relationships will either come together or be stretched. I feel like people will either be doing the right thing or, they won't. It just feels very polar in many ways, but yet very clearing also. Okay? So, again, that's with my lovely little Saturn in Aquarius. This is always about seeing, the truth versus seeing the illusions. So we might, we will see what we will see. Let me know, please. I love the people that read with me, so let me know what you believe or what you see of this. Let me know who you think the Hierophant is, because, or what kind of energy, I should say, the Hierophant has. Okay? Okay. Anyway. Remember to comment, then do the like, share, subscribe, and click on the bell so you keep me going. Thank you all, and let's start our readings now. Hello to my Aquariuses, and how are you doing? I hope this is a great week. It just feels, weekend, I should say. It feels very, in many ways, very liberating too. Yet emotional outbursts can be liberating in many ways. It just feels very much like many of us will be in touch with our center. How's that? With our center, we'll have a better understanding of ourselves. It just feels very outpouring, and in many ways it can be very positive. It can be it could be extremely emotional, and people will be feeling many things. That Venus with Mars is just kind of, okay, we're going to take that one too. That one's kind of blowing my mind a little bit. Not horribly, but enough to just feel, Venus, Mars, Virgo, Gemini, all walk into a bar. Anyway, let's see what we have here for my Aquariuses. These two are reversed. Let's see what we've got. The Lovers. Okay, so that would have a lot to do with your Venus energy. So we have a major arcana. We have a 6. 6 is the number of man, so it's the energies you put into something. This is also Archangel Raphael, the great healer of relationships. Mercury retrograde. A lot of old and past relationships could be coming into your life right now. This is where you're going to have to really look at them and kind of weigh what you want out of that relationship. Are they to leave? Wish them well. Bless them. Move on. Are they to stay? Well, only if they're going to bring something very positive to you. Only if they're going to be a blessing to you also. You still wish them well and a blessing, but you want them to be part of a bigger blessing. Okay? Not quite sure where we're going. I just have to say what I have to say with this. But it is about relationships, healing of relationships, and then resolution of relationships. So again, a resolution means, okay, maybe we're going to have a real big talk. You know what? I understand what you're saying. I still don't want you in my life. But again, it's a lot of this has to do with go in peace. Oh, let me tell you what I need to tell you, and I would like to be back in your life. So there is a resolution. It is one of those times. This weekend seems to be one of those times where for the moment you can come to terms and you can come to a semblance of peace. How is that? Okay. The Lovers, Archangel Raphael, like I said, intimate relationships, carefully weigh your decisions, good health. And that is one thing. It does have good health energy. And it also has the healing of your heart chakra energy. Next card, reversed. Two of fire. Well, whatever this is, it puts you in this. It puts you in place to make a bold move. Okay. Now, it could, like I said, if it's an old relationship that you've just been wanting to have to come to termination, you've been wanting to come to resolution and move on, then this would mean you're ready for your next relationship. Yeah, we're going into relationship readings. No, but that could be your work also. But whatever it is, there's a resolution here, and then there's a going forward with the Two of Fire. Now, twos, crossroads, choices, decisions coming together also. Fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, passionate, burning, very determined. Jupiter right now is in Aries retrograde. Sometime, I think it's in October, it will transition back to Mars for for Pisces for a little piece. But right now it is the planet of good fortune, okay, and largesse here. And whatever it is, it kind of comes with coming to terms with the Lover's card and the Lover's energy. And it's like, okay, now that I've come to terms with this, now that I see it and it's for what it is, and maybe I've gone through my emotional grieving on this, now it's time for me to put on my big kid's pants and get moving, because there's more in life out there for you, okay? You've come into your own, new partnerships or contracts. Continue to move forward. Next card, the Nine of Air. So this is where you tend to fall a little bit. So we have a 2-9, a 9-2. This is where you tend to fall a little bit, my Aquarius, as you think too much. Stop thinking so much. Anyway, 9 is, hey, everything's in play. Wrap it up. But air energy is your energy, and it's it's a Libra energy, and it is also our Gemini energy. And all of them have some really high, including you, though your Saturn's been there for a little bit longer period of time, so we're a little bit more used to that energy. But Mercury in Libra and Mars in Gemini, it kind of stirs up the pot a little bit. So even though you kind of know where you're going, you've got your plans, the doubts come in. Do I do this? Do I think about this? You've got to let that go. And you really, again, I do feel like there is this emotional energy for this weekend. Your energy is going to be more, you're going to show your emotion more by how you're thinking. There's a little obsessive energy here. There's a little, well, what if I do this and I'm wrong energy? What if I do this and I'm right too? There can also be fear of success with this energy. Either way, a lot of this energy is of your own making. Breathe through it, calm yourself down, sleep, do your meditation, pray, do whatever it is to help to cleanse that energy for you. Because there is good energy here. There is good results and good opportunities here for you. It's just this, it's your self-doubt. Here we go. Expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, sleepless nights. A self-fulfilling prophecy is when you say it won't happen and then it doesn't, but you're putting it out into the world, okay, into the universe. You're throwing that energy out there and Aquarius energy, we are entering, if we're not already in that age, you need to be very vocal, and you need to be very positive with your speech, okay? So this is there's really good stuff here. There's good there's healing with this, healing of a relationship in order for you to move on. And then then you start overthinking it. So stop trying, try to stop, okay? Because you've got some good stuff happening with this Two of Fire, coming into your own. Be brave, be confident, just go after what it is you want. Let's see what we have here. Foundation and achievement. So we have a 4. So we have a 6, 2, 9, 4, 4, 9, 2, 6. 4 is stability, organization, leadership. This is feeling settled. So here we have this mind here that's kind of all over the place. It's like a little ping pong ball that's just kind of, what is it, pong, that's just going all over the place. It's just not settling down. And then we come to this. We have the rainbow. We have the foundation. You've got what it takes. You have what it takes to make these things happen. Let your mind rest a little bit. Let your mind rest. Keep your mind off. Think beyond. Think beyond. So there's stress. There's stress. There's anxiety in this card, but not in any of these. So what is your choice? What is your choice, my Aquariuses? Here we go. But if you have this, try anyway. Try anyway. Okay, let's see what our angels of abundance have to say for our Aquariuses. We'll shuffle a couple of times and see here. Okay, let's see. Now, not reversed. Employment change. Interesting. So it's like, yeah, there could become some resolution with a former employment. There's some change coming. Being a little worried. Firm foundation and achievements. So here we go. Employment change. Your career path is leading you in a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. Trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. You are being supported each step of the way. So even though you may not feel it, maybe you're a little bit scared, and hey, this is anxiety. You're being supported. You are supported each step of your way. So I like that one. It's the first time that one's come out in this deck for me. Anyway, let's see what we have here. So career change. That could be very much too coming to a resolution, or and then being bold. Whatever it is, it does bring you, a good foundation with your achievements. Okay, this is reversed. Blue topaz. Finding a spiritual ally, higher wisdom, abundance, forgiveness. Okay, my Aquariuses, what did that all mean? Okay, let me know, comment below. As also to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell down there for notifications. Most importantly, my Aquarians, always know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.